Hello everybody, it is Margaret and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, we have something a little bit different. This is a thrift with me video, really it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through the thrift with me video and I'm going to stop periodically while we're watching it and share the research on the items that I maybe should have picked up. This technically was going to be something that was pre-recorded where I do the voiceover like I used to a million billion years ago. I've finally barely started going out thrifting again. So I'm still, I feel like I'm getting my feet wet. It's been quite a while because of all of the pandemic stuff. I haven't really been going out. So like I said, I was going to do the voiceover like I used to on these, but my mic was like, and it wasn't working out so great. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this live. We can roll with it, right? We're very flexible people. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Margaret. I am a reselling, homeschooling mom that flips things on eBay, Etsy, and other platforms to help support my family. And yes, I did go to Savers. When was it? A few days ago, I guess. And it was, I guess it was Thursday. What's today? Saturday? Home Brothers. Yeah, so we went. And I've gone a couple times, just mostly like I run in, see if there's jewelry jars, run out. Like I don't really do a whole lot of thriftings. And so we really took our time. One of my kids went with me and looked around. And I felt like I was starting over, like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. What should I pick up? And now looking back, I'm like, wow, I missed a lot. And I'm sure there was even more. One of the reasons I like doing this is because that you guys can often see things, you'll spot it and like, oh my gosh, you missed that. So I love that too, because I feel like we can learn from each other. But I am live. Hi, everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching later, thank you so much for watching. I'm well open to tips or constructive criticism on this format, because if it's great, then we can move on with it, even though I know I'm talking a lot up front. And if it's not, then I need a new mic. Hello, Susan. Thanks for being here. Hi, Lucky Lee. I wish I could pop up everybody. I can't. Hello, Trish. Thanks for being here. Hi, Judy. Thank you, Vanessa. Before we went live, I was like, wow, that shows my insomnia last night. Look at these. That's my 3 o'clock bags from last night. Okay, let's do this. So screen share, here we go. And let me know, again, I'm well open to criticism. So if you're like, okay, do you like this format where you can see me next to it, or do you need like full screen? Is that better? This one's pretty big though, so maybe it'll work so you can still see me. All right, so this is my cart when I first started. Yeah, I look at the magazine section because I'm trying to go more plant-based. So I was super excited to see some veg news magazines, but that's neither here nor there, is it? And some magazines have gone to digital format, so it is worth looking and finding out about them. All right, this was the first thing that drew my eye. $5 though, I was like, yikes. And I didn't really recognize the brand or anything, so I didn't get it. This is an item that I'm kicking myself for not getting. This little hamburger bank. Just watch one sec. I gotta mute my phone. Just watch. I'll look it up in just a second. So it's a little hamburger bank. It has the stopper in there, which sometimes can be a pain if it's not there. And I had a 25% off coupon for this one. Okay, let's flip over. This is where it's gonna get tricky. I'm gonna stop screen sharing. I'm gonna re-screen share, and we're gonna look at the open, please. There we go. So when I got home and I started doing the research and I was going to do the voiceover and all this is what I'm seeing up for sale right now. I see $20. I see $28. I see almost $50. These are, of course, are not sold. This is what is up there. Here's one for $7. But when I actually did go over and look at eBay, there were not a whole lot. There were a bunch of this big boy with his hamburger, but there were not a whole lot of just the 3-dimensional hamburger sandwich on there. So I think these are the solds. Or was that one just one? No, those weren't the solds. But around $20, y'all. So let's peek at the solds. Again, I know I saw one on here. Here's a $20 one. This is a tall, like, I think that was a McDonald's one. Or I saw a McDonald's one. Anyway, I'm wishing that I had picked it up. I Sorry about that. I just minimized my screen. How do I stop this? Boop. There we go. Yeah. So I'm kicking myself now, wishing I had picked that hamburger bank up. Good to know. Yes, the hamburger bank. Okay. Yeah. Pop. And if you see things while I'm going, pop it in the chat and I'll like, oh, we'll look at it. Okay. Now let's get back to the video, shall we? Again, we're troubleshooting here. All right. Here we go. So looked at that. Then going on, I saw this Madame Alexander doll. My grandmother collected Madame Alexander. This one is not worth a whole lot. Gracious, I thought I muted that. But there are some Madame Alexander dolls that can fetch good money. I think some of the bride dolls, and I haven't looked in a while, but it used to be, she looked familiar, but her eyes wouldn't open. She looked not quite like a Precious Moment, but something like that. Let's see. Do you see anything else? It feels like it's a little bit choppy on the replay for you guys, but go back for the hamburger, right? And that's the thing, like I might, but I don't want to go on the weekend. I'm trying to be really careful. So we went, it was like kind of an off time, so there wouldn't be a whole lot of people there. All right, so take a peek at these lighthouses. This is another thing that I wish I had gotten. Let's take a closer look. I should have known because the detailing on them were so good. They didn't look like the cheapy dollar store ones. I was like, wow, this is really cool. So we were peeking at all three of these. I ended up looking up the middle one that had the boat. Just wait. You probably, I'm looking in the chat, like you guys would probably, yeah. Judy saying, when I was in high school, I had some friends steal our local big boy and they send it to another state. How funny. What was your big boys called? Because where I lived, when I was growing up in Pasadena, Texas, it was called Kip's Big Boys. And I know some places it's called Bob's or whatever, but it was called Kip's where I was. All right, let's switch back over to the research and let's look at that lighthouse. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's the big boy. Oh, I missed the, hang on, that's something else. Here we go. So here's this one. This one is called, it was 7 Foot Knoll. That was the name of the lighthouse. But just look, that's the same one, isn't it? Or was it this one underneath? It was something, it was like one of these two that had the water around it. Oh my gosh. I think it was this one. $85. Now, once again, these are not sold. These are what's up there right now for sale. And this is the only thing that's keeping me like from kicking myself. Ready? When I go to sold items, there's like one sold, but there were a number of them up there. Well, one with the little boat is what I'm looking at. I see others of that, of the lighthouse. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't terrible that I walked past that, but looking at it like, okay, but there were some up there for some good money. But again, I'm just jumping back into everything. Hang on, let me get the right screen share going. So I don't want to have things that are sitting on the shelf for too long right now because I know me too. Right now, I'm not getting as much listing done as I would like. You were Bob's Big Boy in Pasadena, California. Yeah, you had Kip's in Dallas. Yeah, Kip's. Cool. All right. So, oh, you had a collection of those lighthouses. All right, let's move on. So it made me feel a little bit better seeing like, okay, there weren't a whole lot of them sold. So I might have been sitting on it for a bit, but the prices that were there were pretty good. All right, what's next? SeaWorld. Do you see anything else? Let me know. I do bring my phone with me, but I did have a kid with me. So I was also like, my kids will put up with it for so long. So I was already recording. Look, I missed that ginger jar. I don't know if that would have been let me go back to teens. You see, where'd it go? Hang on, push play again. If you can find a nice ginger jar, there's that one that's kind of like that. What color would you call that? It's not quite terracotta. I wish I would have looked at that, and I wish that it was a different color, like a blue. But ginger jars can go for good money. I was going to say that too next, Mary Beth. I was wondering if anyone caught the bookends. There's some really cute little kitschy kid bookends right there. The two little boys like playing baseball. Oh, one's a little girl. Cute. So those might have been nice, a nice flip on, maybe like, probably Etsy. I would put them on both, but look at that weird cat with that face. I like cats and all, but that one's a bit creepy. Then this box, I was so disappointed because it's stone. And I thought it had like a swivel top, but it was the hinge being broken. So it was this cool stone, and then those were like inlaid in it. It was really neat. Have you seen this man? I couldn't figure out who he was. He looks like a Russian, maybe, but the pottery on this was not like fine china. It was just like a ceramic pottery. So I thought they were interesting, and I thought he looked interesting, but I didn't end up getting it. Resell therapy. Hang on, let me peek in the chat real fast too. Resell therapy says, oh, dog figurines do well too. Nice. Okay. I'm checking in the chat as we go along in case y'all catch something. Tell me what you call this. All right. Because I know generally I would say music box, but I'm like, it's not a box. It's a music wind up. But I guess you would say music box anyway. Then as I'm looking through the candles, I see this luminary, and I was saying when I was doing my voiceover, I wish there were a bunch of them because I've sold paper luminaries for a lot. So if there had been multiples of those, I would have definitely gotten them. Then, okay, I like this lime green. I'm like drawn into it, but it would have been for me. So I did not get them. But okay, so here's this type of candle. This is kind of like a barley twist, which I'll show you in just a second. I've sold candles that have, would y'all call this a barley twist if you know what I'm talking about? So let's take a peek at it. I didn't end up getting it because like it's chipped and it wasn't quite right, but let me show you what barley twist candlesticks can go for. And here we go. Boop, boop. Open up. Here we go. So that was that one. So generally, when I think of a barley twist, I'm going to scroll up for a second. Sorry. See, like this has got just a twist, but normally I think of like two pieces of wood that are swirled together that you can kind of see through, like an open work type of deal. But look, some people have some like this that are just twisted. That don't call them barley twists. See, like that is more like, and I have never seen them in metal in person, but in wooden ones can go for really good money. I'm trying to see a good wooden one. These are all sold. See, look, this is a open work barley twist. I guess you would just call them open work. I'm being too snobbish about my barley twist. Turned wood barley twist. Look at these, $81. So if you see barley twist candlesticks, they are definitely worth the pickup. Okay, I'm going to scroll. So if that bothers you, some people I know it gets them kind of dizzy when I scroll up or back. Let me turn off sold so you can see what's up there. I like to look both ways. And it really doesn't matter because somebody's going to be looking for metal. Somebody's going to be looking for wood, tall ones, short ones, dark wood, etc., etc. I found some in the bins before. So yeah, look at these. $135 is what they want for those. Anyway, so those are a good pickup if you find those. Let's get back to the video now. Close that. I'm looking in the chat. A musical figurine. Yeah, okay. Like, what else would you call it? Musical figurine. That's, yeah. Hi, thanks for watching, you guys. All right, so, and let me know, again, if y'all see something in the video that I missed. Is it okay with me on the side, or do you need it bigger? Or is it's not that much bigger? It's a teeny bit bigger. All right, guys, I had these in my cart. So here are these two brass, like they're not exactly candlesticks. They're like for pillar candles. They're big. And I end up putting them back at the last minute. I should have gotten them. They were like $4 a piece. I had my 25% off coupon, whatever it is, 20, 25. And look, I found another, but it was like scuffed up. So I didn't, I was like, eh. Okay, so let's go look at these brass pillar candlesticks, because candle holders, because when I was doing my research, I kept putting in candlesticks and it would pull up the little skin. I swear, y'all, I turned this off. It is off. Okay. But it kept pulling up just the skinny, like for candlesticks. And so I had to put candle holder, and then pillar for it to narrow it down to the big ones like that. I like them big. I like them chunky. Name the movie. I like them big. Something. All right, so here is a pair on Etsy, but look at the shine on those. The ones that I had, I mean, I could have shined them. Come on, Margaret. Just put a little elbow grease into it. So that's a pair there. Let's see, did I have them over here? Oh yeah, there were just not that many also. I'm gonna scroll, look away if that bothers you. But here, like a pillar candle holder, that's a Pottery Barn one. But if you're looking for that vintage style, and the ones I had were really big, so I mean, maybe tomorrow I'll go back. I don't know, I'm trying to go when it's not busy. So there were not, and this is just like, I like to look on Google Shopping and like just Google images before, I don't always just go straight to eBay solds because I like to see what's everywhere. So here's another one that's on Etsy that someone's selling for $87.49. Here's another one, $36. There's a few different, yeah. But again, I didn't see a whole lot of the big ones like that. So now I'm like, gosh, I should have looked it up before I walked out. I don't know what I was thinking. Are these sold? Okay. So here's some on eBay. Let me go over and see if I find, I'm scrolling. Look away if that bothers you. Oh yeah, these are sold. So, okay, $15 on that one. It wouldn't have been a terrible pickup. I wish I'd have gotten them now. Kicking myself. All right. Brass with patina. Oh gosh. Just rubbing it in. Okay, I failed. Yes, it's from Madagascar. It's Moto from is in the second one, right? Was it the second? Yeah. You don't have to shine them. They still sell. Oh man. I am definitely kicking myself because I'm sure they're probably not be there anymore. But we could look and see. Yeah, brass decor figurines. I do usually pick up brass figurines. Anyway, I feel like I'm relearning all over again. But either way, this is a good learning experience for all of us because I'm sure there were people that were like, oh, I didn't know. Now I know. I'll remember Margaret was kicking herself. All right, let's get back to the video. Here, I need to close this out. Wait, how do I do it again? Stop screen share. There we go. It only lets me screen share one thing at a time. I can't like lot them up. All right. People sell stuff so cheaply on eBay. I no longer feel bound to price that cheaply. Oh, totally. And I used to make a different price for my Etsy and eBay. When I first started on eBay, I was on Etsy first. And then I decided I'm just going to put the price that I put on Etsy on all my sites because on eBay, I do best offer. So yeah. Oh, I'm so glad, Diana. Yeah, especially if you're selling in different places. Sometimes people on eBay do sell a little bit cheaper. Not always, but sometimes. All right, so Barley twists and the brass candlesticks. There are some other nice. Oh, look, there's another luminary. I totally missed that one. Why? It wasn't blue. Or was that the same one? Oh my gosh. No, the other one was blue. See, here's another nice. I thought it was brass, but not. It was ceramic. It was not. It was ceramic. What else? Oh, there's a basket over here. Tell me, how many of you sell baskets? Oh, I just saw another cool one on the bottom. Hang on. Let me go back a teens. I wish it would let me just rewind like 10 seconds. Okay, we're going to go back. There was a basket on the bottom I missed. And down there. See, that's the one on the bottom with the handles. That would have been one I would have liked to look at. Like ones like this. Can y'all see my arrow? Good. Yeah, you can. That are like this open weave. What kind of baskets do you sell if you sell them? Because there's another one in a second that was really cool that I looked at and I wish I would have bought it now. Up here, this dark one. It's gorgeous. I mean, for baskets. And I'm not a basket person. I'm not like into wicker and woven stuff, but yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at this basket. I was drawn to it because of the color and how tightly the weave was. That's how tightly it was woven. Gracious. And then look at the top. It's got this ring for hanging it on something. I mean, it looks like it was hand done. So again, this is another one that I'm thinking, was this a handmade basket? I don't know enough. So I definitely need more info on baskets because I know they can sell, but a lot of times when I see baskets, just like the cheapy ones that you would see, that are like, meh. So I would definitely like to find out a little bit more about that. I mean, I know about Longburger, and I know the price on those has kind of like taken a nosedive. However, some people that sell them at garage sales still think they're worth a ton. But because they're closed, I totally see that could start having an uptick in sales as far as price goes. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Let's see. I'm looking in the chat before I move on. Yeah, that basket looked higher end. So I sold baskets from Longerburger, but yeah, it took a long time. Yeah, and I have one over here. I actually took it down from my shop because I was going through like a period, especially when I had COVID and all this stuff, and I couldn't get out thrifting. I was like, I'm just going to focus on jewelry since I can't go thrifting. I'm going to try to pare things down. But now I'm like, no. I'm so wishy-washy about that sometimes. But I love thrifting so too much. And I love going to the bin. So, okay. Follow some of the boho sellers on Instagram. I don't do well with baskets, but you know what? That's a really good idea because it's really cool. Oh, they sell great on Instagram. And if you guys are on List Perfectly, because that's the site I use that, and this is not a commercial for them, but I'm just saying, if you're on List Perfectly or if you use it or thought about it, and it's the site that you can make the listing and it shoots it across eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, all the different sites, Facebook Marketplace. They just put on Instagram too. But I haven't been putting my things for sale on Instagram because my Instagram is like Texas Gal Treasures. This is me, So I need to figure out like creating another Instagram just for like my sales because I'd like to sell on Instagram too. But I don't want, friends that follow me on Instagram like, I always just see what you're selling, Margaret. You're just trying to sell to me. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Then the obligatory massive, if they would just throw some jewelry in those jars, everybody would be happy, right? So I was drawn to this glass jar or vase thingy, but it's like, look, it's like painted on the inside. There's some other ones that are pretty cool though, that I see. I'm looking. Tell me if you see something. Look at all those glass jars. That's an opportunity lost, savers. You could have definitely had some jewelry in those jars. Okay, here's our guy again. Anybody? Have you seen this man? Look at this, it's a decanter, would you say? It's very interesting, but it looks like somebody made it at home. Like it's stuff glued on. I don't know. It's interesting. There's some really cool glass vases though here coming up. And let's see. I like the utensils thing. I like this big red luminary thing. Habitat made in England. That might have been one I should look up. Then this is pretty cool, but of course I was looking at that for me because I was like, that's pretty cool. I like it. It was $9.99 on the bottom and $6.99 on the side. I bet I could have got it for $6.99. Then, okay, look up here. Pause. I was trying to pause it. Go back. So we're looking at these vases up top. I missed this yellowy brown one on the end. Does that happen to you when you're thrifting and you just kind of like glaze over certain things? I feel like I should have done a second go round because I totally see things that I missed the first time around. So I didn't look at that yellowy brown vase, which looks pretty cool now. Of these vases, which would you have bought if you could have bought one? Yeah. Just like, you think he's just like a Russian Cossack man? Possibly, but they put him on like teapots and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't the cobalt blue one really pretty? And I've sold a really big vase that I got at Goodwill when I was still living in Houston. It didn't sell till I moved here though, I think. Or maybe I got it when I went to anyway. So they will sell for good money. All right, let's take a peek at these closer. I end up pulling down the blue one. And this one, $7.99. I should have bought it. Isn't it pretty though? It's all swirls and pretty. It's tall. But I felt like I was just trying to get my feet wet again. That one was $12.99. And then this one that looks like a flower, $5.99. And it looks like a lily. It did have a made in China sticker. Do you think that would have mattered? Probably not to somebody, right? You said the green one might be a Jack in the Pulpit. Yeah, I know. I missed that one. The brown and gold. Yeah, second go rounds are essential. I got to totally get back on it. I'll get my feet warmed up again. My thrifting eyes going again. I do end up buying something, I promise. So here we go. Frames. Look at this little pug one. I think if it looked better, I would have gotten it, but it looked kind of like it was kind of scuffed up a bit. So, because I know there are tons of pug lovers. You would have bought it? All right. And then look over here, there's a really cool frame with metal and these little green stones, but it's missing a stone. I would have gotten that. That's really pretty. Then, and I've gotten some frames that I've done pretty well with at the bins, funnily enough. And I do have a video coming up with like my top jewelry sales of 2020 and my top other sales of 2020. So I have it all lined up. But again, I'll have to do it live because my mic is blown or something. All right. What do you look for when you're in the office supply section? I look for stuff for me in my office here, but then I also look for what? What do you look for? Nice stationery. Oh, look at this. What do you think? This is something, again, I wish I'd gotten. This looks like wood. It's totally like, what do you say, 50s? I mean, 60s or 70s. It's not wood though. It's plastic made to look like wood. Isn't it cool? And this one I do look up. So let's look this up. Let's see if I get back to the front. Cool. So what do you think this one is selling for? Let me find my screen share button again. What do you think? That like paper holder, mail holder thing. So here's just like, I like to do a Google search in case it's not on eBay or something like that. So here's one on Etsy that's selling for 27 bucks. And was that the only one? No, I thought there was another. Here's another one on Etsy for 24 bucks, like faux wood. I don't think I saw one on eBay. So there were only a couple up there and they were selling for about $25. So that might have been something I should have picked up as well. And it's, I think too, whenever I'm thrifting, especially when I'm kind of getting back into it now, I feel like, okay, if I'm going to get something, I'll get something that I know I'll use in case it's a dud. Even though like I could have looked it up. Do you guys have to thrift with kids? I don't know. All of this stuff is so weird. Before I didn't mind so much taking my kids to the thrift store, but we've had COVID. I don't want to go there again. Oh, it was a little bit sticky. That was me poking it and like showing it was a little sticky. So memories are made in the kitchen. Did you guys see? I posted it on Instagram or Facebook. It was a sign like this, but it said, life is short. Life is short. You only live once or something like that. Lick the bowl. And it's like a kitchen sign, obviously meaning like lick the, kitchen bowl, like for the batter. But somebody had taken it and put it in the guest bathroom over the toilet. Anyway, okay. So now I'm on the hunt for one of those because I need one of those in my guest bathroom. Okay, so I think I see some Trivets here in a second because Trivets are something else I sell really well. Okay, and then this was a little Star Wars lunchbox. It is a metal one, but this is just a reproduction. You can see there's a year, I think it says 2017 or something like that. So I don't end up getting that. Your kids are grown. Yeah. We haven't gone in a while and we've just kind of started. Yeah. And I think if we hadn't had COVID, I would not be going. But they say that we have a bit of immunity. Okay, what do you think about these shadow boxes? They were still new and sealed. I probably should have gotten them. $1.50, 20 or 25% off. I can't remember what the coupon was. Probably should have gotten it. Oh well. Oh well. Then what else do we see? This is a little metal tin. That was nice. But again, I was like, what am I going to do? I don't think it's going to sell for that much. Tell me if you see anything. I'm drawn to these little ivory. They kind of look like Lennox, but they're not. But they're cute. Little Christmas tree, Lennox style. And here we've got some Trivets. The owl trivet was cute. And this one with the little bird. It was so tiny. I'm like, what are you going to put on that? The tiny little teapot. The tiny little Russian man on it. All right, let's take a look. Do you feel, let's take a poll in the group. Do you feel that owl stuff is oversaturated now. What do you think? Let's take a peek at what that owl trivet would have sold for if I had picked it up. What people are selling them for, I should say. Do you think owls are overdone now? You know, people were hot for owls for a while. Just remember, it used to be like that with foxes. Fox? What's the new hot animal? I'm missing it. Narwhal? I think narwhal was hot for a little bit. Okay, so here's somebody selling a set of trivets for 40 bucks. And, you know, I see a few different ones here. 40 bucks, 27 for 3. Again, this is just a Google search just to kind of see what's the smattering of everything out there, right? On eBay, Etsy, Mercari, wherever. So it's kind of all over the place. But there's a lot to choose from. That's the thing. If that trivet had been like a lion, you know, I think cats never go out. I mean, people are cat people, or cat people are cat people. But yeah, there are so many owls and owl trivets. I'm like, mine might sit there for a long time, you know? Yeah. I mean, owls are super popular. Oh, koi fish, flamingos. Yeah. Yeah. The liger's a hot item now. Your mom, see, and this is the thing too. I know that there's, you know, everybody has a collector, so it probably would sell eventually. So mice, you know, whatever animal you see, if it's cool, unique, definitely. Let's see. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Some people, okay, cross task in the, anyway, I've seen, and which is funny, not haha funny, because my kids have an axolotl, and I noticed a little bit more stuff with axolotls lately. I don't know if it's just that I'm honed in on it because my kids have one, but I've seen a little bit more axolotl stuff. Do you guys know what an axolotl is? Ours is named Coco because he's a black axolotl. I don't know. You probably are like, I don't want to see an axolotl, Margaret. Okay, take that off. Let me get the other one back up so we can continue our video. And if you hate this format, just say like, dude, this is the worst. You're all over the place. I'll be like, yeah, I know. Yeah. No? I'm looking in the chat. You love axolotls. Maybe I should pull, okay, I will. I'm going to pull up a picture of it. I wish I had a picture of Coco, but I have a video on my homeschool channel of Coco. Here, I'll pull that up so you can see, because Coco ate a fish. This is before we realized Coco would eat the fish in the tank. Homeschool, honey. Sorry, y'all, if you're watching later, you're like, I did not come here for this. This is just how it is for sometimes. But it's education. You want to know what an axolotl looks like in case you want to buy, you know, axolotl stuff. You might see it and be like, I don't even know what that is. Okay, here's Coco.
Ashley Home Store has some of the top-rated beds.
Let me flip over so you can see. Okay, remove this. I'm going to screen share. I wonder if it'll screen share a video in the video. Okay, skip ads. We're good. See, this is Coco. He's eating one of our fish. This whole video is him just like eating the fish. But now we know. We can get feeder fish for Coco. Here, axolotl. If you want to just see what, there's white or like white pink ones. And then we have a black one. So this is axolotl. If you have not seen one. Okay. So there we go. It was educational. Just look at it that way. So yeah, Coco was eating a fish. Stop that. Let's get the video back up here. But now, yeah, we got some feeder worms too for Coco. It's really interesting. It's a very interesting animal. Okay, moving on. Dishes. What do you break for? I break for dishes. What would you break for here? I always look for antique dishes because that's what I would more know what to look at. Or maybe if I saw like some people like Pottery Barn stuff, or what's the other one? It's like Pottery Barn, but it's not. Crate and Barrel. Some of those are hot commodities. And then as I was looking at these, like these little Christmas glasses, I thought might have been like a Crate and Barrel design, but then look, it's peeling off. So I was like, oh no, that would not have been a Crate and Barrel design. Then, of course, my lovely mugs. This is another one, like Star Wars is very popular, but Star Wars is also super saturated. If it had been like a character that was very specific, then I might have picked that mug up. That was a cute one. But it was just, I don't know. Again, I felt like I was just kind of getting my Groundhog's Day, my beep. Okay, here's a Starbucks mug. This one was pretty cool. I almost got it for myself just because I thought it was neat, but I didn't. I think this is one of those that would normally have a lid on it, but it wasn't there. And then Donald Duck, this one was one that I was considering getting, but then part of the design was rubbed off. So I was like, yeah, maybe not. Right there where his hat is and stuff. Like if I'm going for it. This one looked like, what's her name? Oh gosh, hang on, go back to that. What is the name of the person? It's gonna escaping me right now. You guys know who I'm talking about. I know you do. Hang on. Okay, Donald. Oh, let's see if I can remember the name before we get there. She usually does like the cats. Laurel Birch. Doesn't that look like a Laurel Birch design? Only a little bit weird. It's colorful like a Laurel Birch. What is that? It looks like a larvae? What is it? It looks like a weird larvae with a flaming purple spacey heart. Yeah. Okay, so I don't end up buying any mugs, but I thought that was a Starbucks one, but it was not. There were a couple cool ones that were potentials, but didn't end up doing them. I think that's a tiger, maybe. Tell me if you think I missed anything. A bride mug. There was no groom. Wonder why. We'll be speculating. Where did the groom one go? All right. Do you see any mugs that I should have picked up? They had quite a selection here. Oh, you think it was the moon? That might have been it. Yeah. The mugs here are expensive. You're right. I mean, luckily I have that that had the coupon. I'm doing mug motion for coupon. This is another one I looked up, Circus. But that was another one that was pretty saturated, the Circus casino. It was a no-go. What else? That one looked like a little golfing bag. I think I'm going a little fast on the mugs too. I think my kid was like, okay, are we ready here? Texas teacher, that was a cool mug. Yeah, I'm going a bit quick. Sorry, y'all. That was a nice one, the little Cape Cod mug. Authentic souvenirs, though. Do those sell if it's marked authentic souvenirs? And then this is one I almost got, this Purgatory mug. I mean, how fun is that? This is a Purgatory skiing mug. But again, this one was, there were quite a few Purgatory mugs on there. All right, let me peek in the chat before I keep going. Hey, in the chat. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah. Let's see. There were glasses with gold. Yeah, those might have been a good one to look at too. Again, sometimes you just like scan past stuff. Fun. Square One art is student project. Well, then it's pretty cool. I have to give them props for that. That was pretty awesome. Let's see. Oh, okay. We do. Oh, it jumped. Sorry. We do those in school, and the parents can buy their child's work on a mug or other item. How neat is that? Tell me what you think. I'm probably going to do it anyway, but I like to hear what you think. I've been doing a little bit more with the print-on-demand stuff. I may do a video, like just a quick overview, like if you're interested, and like here's how to do it, because I've been working on it again just to bring in a little more cheddar cheese action. Duluth Trading Cup. That would have been a good one to pick up too. Let's see. Sloths as far as animals go. Yeah, sloths are pretty hot too. Okay, so I didn't get the Purgatory mug. So I know I get something. I'm wondering now, did I show it in the video? Because I do get something. This is another thing that was in my cart. It's a little blue cat pitcher creamer thing, right? You're probably saying you should have bought that, Margaret. It's blue, it's cat, it's pitcher. There's a collector for all that stuff, right? Let's see. I know I did a search for this. Did I not? Yes, I did. Okay, come back over here. This is going to drive somebody nuts. I know it is. All the flipping back and forth. Okay, so yeah, but here you go. I just did like a precursor, like Google search. I first searched for the images because I was trying to find my same one. And when I do that search and I click on Google and then images, it'll still show up like sponsored, like a shopping thing. But then I can scroll through and see if I see any that were just like mine. And guess what? I didn't, which is another reason I wish I'd have gotten it, because I found a whole lot of other ones. Nope, that's not it. Did I skip it? Let's go back. Okay, it's going to scroll. Look away if that bothers you. Now I click on shopping. And there are a few. I couldn't find any that had like the blue spout and that had quite as intricate blue patterning. I mean, they were blue. They were cute. Let me make them a little bigger for you. But none of them had quite as much intricate blue design on it. So that's something else y'all can fuss at me for, because guess what? I didn't pick that one up either. It was in my cart and I got up to the counter and was like, oh, really? Maybe I should have gotten it. Okay, let me rewind it back so you can look at it one more time. There it is. See, I didn't see any that had that quite as elaborately, designed on it. No marks though. I think that was another thing that threw me off. Yeah. Oh, congratulations on your cha-ching. Okay, here's another thing I kind of wish would you call this a chrysanthemum? It's got a nice lusterware, like lustery iridescence on it. It's a bowl. Now I thought I saw a sticker on the bottom for a maker, but I didn't get it because I was like, it's really big. That's a really good reason, Margaret. No, it's not. It's a horrible reason to not get something that could make good money. All right, what else do you see? Do you see anything else here? This beauty. This is the piece I got of all the pieces. This is a green lusterware. I got it because I was like, okay, I will use this. I will put something in it. I'll sit it on my desk here and throw jewelry in it. I don't even care. So let's go see what do you think that one would sell for? I'm laughing at myself because I'm like, wow, it's funny how quickly you lose it. You lose your touch. All right, here it is. So it's the Indiana glass, avocado green, lotus blossom pedestal compote, blah, blah, blah. So here's one for sale for $22. Was that the only one I saw? I thought I saw another. I mean, that's good to know. I think I spent, I don't know, $3 on it because I had the coupon. So if I wanted to go sell it, then there wouldn't be a whole lot of competition. Let's go. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I forgot to warn you. I'm going to go, let me click on shopping. Well, now that I know it's Indiana, let me put up Indiana in my search. Let's see. No. Okay. All righty. There's that. Okay, let's keep going. Let me look in the chat. $25. Yep, y'all got it. The carnival, the carnival glass and that's got that lusterware on it with the, that's what you call it, right? The lusterware when it's all like that's got that iridescence to it. Is that right? I'm looking. Indiana Carnival. There, yeah. It's carnival glass, not lusterware. Okay, then I need to go educate myself better about the difference because, oops, we're not going to do it now. I'll do it later. Like we're not here to learn about lusterware. Okay. Here we go. Boop. Here we go. No, you're not the only one. I'm sorry. I try to warn you. So here we've got this like milk glass. I don't end up getting those. Bowls. What else do we see? Those were kind of fun, I thought, but they look like maybe hand done. Soup mugs. Let's see. Oh, that was like a tiki glass. This would have been really cool. I mean, it's cool. I love the coloring on it, but it's plastic. So yeah, it's just a Target plastic pitcher and the lid for it was gone. So didn't get it. This wood bowl was cool. It didn't have a price tag on it. So I probably could have taken it up front for a price. I like to get wooden bowls. And then these look like pumpernickel. Pumpernickel? I'm saying pumpernickel and that doesn't sound right now, but I think that's right. Pimpernel, pumpernickel, yo. Pimpernel, oh my gosh. Pimpernel makes really good like coasters and bread. No, I'm kidding. But coasters and placemats, and they're really cool and they can fetch some good money. So they look like Pimpernel, pumpernickel. Oh gosh. I had some insomnia last night, so we'll just blame it on that. Shall we? All right, let's go look at some pumpernickel. Pimpernel. I know. All right, Pimpernel. Let's do it. Okay, I pulled that up. I didn't find the same exact ones. My cheek are hurting. My cheeks are hurting. Oh, okay. Here we go. Pimpernel. I couldn't find the same ones, but based on the frame around the pictures, and they do Irish different placemats and stuff, I felt like they were most likely, even though I couldn't see a maker on because sometimes it's just a sticker and the sticker can get pulled off. So here are some Pimpernel placemats that were on Amazon. Somebody was selling them, but they were unavailable. And then when we go look over on eBay, here are some Irish castles for 55 bucks. Let's go. How come hang on. Pimpernel placemats. Let's just go look at a general smattering of them, shall we? Pimpernel placemats. I'm going to go down to sold. Let me make it bigger for you. I will make it bigger for you. Oh, I'm scrolling. Look away. Look away. Look away. I'll tell you when I'm stopped. Look away. Here. Okay, stopped. Here's sold. Okay, I'll zoom it in. 815 sold. And someone took an offer on that. Here are some that are like 4 fruit placemats of Pimpernel. They sold for 45 bucks. These are Christmas poinsettia placemats of Pimpernel that sold for 42. And this is a larger size. So this is a 16 by 12. The ones that I had, that I were looking at, gosh, I can't talk today. The ones that I was looking at were smaller. They were like 9 by 12 or something like that because they have different sizes. Look at this bowed blue. So these are all brand new. Let's take a peek. I'm going to scroll and find used so you can see that even if they're used. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Look away. If this bothers you. Pre-owned. Here we go. 605 pre-owned. So the fruit ones, those were pre-owned. Those were pre-owned. Here are some old English inns, corkback, 17 bucks. So yeah, pretty cool, right? So if you see Pimpernel ones, think of me, pumpernickel. No kidding. And pick them up. Okay, then let me look at the chat and then we'll go look at the video again. I need some sleep. Bread. Oh, bread trays. Yeah. Bread trays. Bread coasters. There we go. Yeah. It's like stir. Oh, no, it was Ling, right? It was. Have y'all heard of this? Were y'all on that video? And I was like, there was a piece of jewelry, and I was like, it's a maker. I don't know this one. It's Ling. Ling. Oh wait, there's a beginning part. It's S-T-E-R. Oh, stir Ling. I was so embarrassed. Okay, so was that oak? Okay, so we had some salt and pepper shakers. The other thing I didn't show was the bag section because we went through the bag section and I thought, you know what, I should record while we're here. So plastics. Is there anything y'all look for in this plastic section? Those divided plates were good, but I don't know. I guess I would know something if I saw it. That's really helpful. This is I'm showing this part because this is the actual savers where I found a handmade quilt that somebody had used their embroidery machine on and made like the big eagle. It was gorgeous. And it looked like it had never been used. And I ended up selling it to a viewer. And it was beautiful. So I look now, and I used to do a lot more with fabrics and stuff, like look at the just fabric for people that do sewing and quilting and stuff like that. But that was the end of that. Again, okay, you look for Heller plastic. Okay, that's something to look for. Vintage Tupperware. Nice. Texas wear. Okay, sweet. All right, let me know, you guys, how you liked this format. Again, I was going to do the voiceover and just show you the research and that all. But it's been kind of fun doing it live for me anyway, because then you guys are showing me stuff that I missed or giving me, laughing at me when I make mistakes. Laughing along with me, I should say. Melmac Boonton. I'll have to look at that purple. I'll have to look at that. Thank you. Oh, yes. Go over there and hit the thumbs up button. You like having the interaction? I do too. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will definitely, the next time I go out, get a little more footage and we can have fun again. And if you like that, then, hit the subscribe and the bell next to it. And I do have on deck 2 videos for my best sales, jewelry sales. I've separated them out, jewelry and then not jewelry of 2020. And yeah, so stay tuned for that as well. And I hope you guys, this is a air hug. I hope you guys are having a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.